of Nevada, the great silver state and the gold. New tales of Nevada, the stories, people working hard to make a home. Old tales of Nevada.
Hello everybody, welcome to Old Tales of Nevada, Past and Present. We have a great show for you today talking about Artown, which is happening right now in downtown Reno. We got the history and we got some of the highlights coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll be back with Old Tales of Nevada right after this.
You hear it all the time. Buy local, eat local, choose local, grow local, think local. But who the heck really is local? You can shop with locals here in the Nevada Marketplace in the Reno Town Mall, home of the Buy Nevada First gift shop. We have all things made in Nevada and more. You can spot locally owned businesses where you see this window poster. We're giving them away for free. You can search for locals with our local business directory and free phone app at buynevadafirst.com. Because the business is either Nevada-based, locally owned, or it's not.
Boutique Elegante presents a beautiful collection of summer fashions for every occasion. A day at the lake, a tropical holiday, patio parties, or special dinners. You'll find the perfect ensemble, add jewelry and accessories, and you're set to go, all at Boutique Elegante. Boutique Elegante presents a beautiful collection of summer fashions for every occasion. A day at the lake, a tropical holiday, patio parties, or special dinners. You'll find the perfect ensemble, add jewelry and accessories, and you're set to go, all at Boutique Elegante.
Welcome everybody to Old Tales of Nevada, Past and Present. I'm John O'Brien, the host of the show, and with me normally is Roy Marshall, but he's missing today. I got his chair.
So John, tell us why we do the show.
Well, I will in a minute. But I have Larry for my sidekick today. Larry's always with us on the show. And our special guest, Jackie Ford, is a good friend of the show. This is about our fourth appearance with you on the show, right, Jackie?
Yeah.
And every time you come, you have another story for us. So we appreciate that very much.
You are welcome.
And new to our show is Oliver X.
Yes.
And Oliver is the marketing guy for Artown this year and doing a great job. So Oliver, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so we got a great show. We're going to be talking about the history and about what's in store for this year and what goes into making Artown what it is. It's become a nationwide event. But we always do try to start the show, right, Larry, with telling people why they do the show. And Roy, usually has that responsibility, but maybe you and I can fill in on that a little bit, you know?
It's always good to work with you, John.
We make a good team, don't we?
No, we do.
But we started the show, I don't know, 9 years ago on radio, and then we moved it to TV because we really wanted to show what we were talking about. And so Roy has a passion for history. And he comes from Texas, and in Texas there's a great deal of pride with the individuals that live there because they have a good sense of history. Well, we have a lot of people that have come from different areas into Nevada, and they don't have a handle on what happened here in the past. And we are truly living in a special place here in Reno, Nevada, with Virginia City there before Reno was established. And there's such a rich history here from the past, and there's people making history now. And Roy wanted to make sure that all that information gets out to the public. So for 306 episodes, we've been trying to do that.
306.
That's right. So we cover people, places, things, and events. And because of our efforts, I think people really are appreciating more why they live here in Reno. And when you think about feeling good about where you live, you take better care of your property, you take care of your fellow man, and so the mission is being accomplished as we speak.
We have a special, beautiful community here.
We do.
Such a variety of talent and people and places to go. And
I get people stop me all the time in the market saying, is John O'Brien really like that? No. They say I enjoy, and they're the kind of people that you don't expect. You know, they say they're new to the area, 3, 4, 10 years, whatever, and like most things, they don't get out of town too much.
Right.
And they say, wow, I really learned a lot about the area, the history, and what's going on right now.
Right now.
Yes.
So, you know, we're very fortunate to have a place where we can put on special events like, you know, Hot August Nights, the rodeo, the rib cook-off, you know, street vibrations.
Yeah,
but last but not least, Artown. And Artown is really unique because it focuses on art and culture. And you guys have just done a fabulous job. Well, it started what, back in
1996.
1996. And we're going to talk about how that all generated. But first of all, Jackie, we know your history. You've been a recording star. You worked with Motown. You worked in Vegas. And what are you doing now, currently?
Actually, now I'm specializing in singing with the big bands.
All right.
Jazz and big band swing.
All right.
And July 9th, actually tonight, I'm singing with the big band in Carson City.
Carson City. What's the venue?
It's a supper club called Living the Good Life.
Oh, okay. Great, great. I haven't heard of that, actually.
Yes.
And it's a full-service restaurant?
It is, restaurant and bar.
How about that?
Wonderful food.
Wonderful.
And it's going to be the 17-piece live orchestra. And
Wow. Very good.
Wow.
Which is great.
Now, do you fill a venue when you do it?
We do, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
So, wow.
So it's the Carson Strip in Adams Street.
Okay, very good. So call down there and get reservations.
Easy to find. There's a big sign. We'll say "Living the Good Life" with grapes.
All right.
And they have a jam session on Sundays, right?
They do.
That's so unusual, but great entertainment, especially with you as the lead singer.
Yes,
You know,
I had
that's
great
great.
fun.
Look forward to it. I'm glad you're still active and doing some good things out there. Now, Oliver X, you have not been on the show before, so give us a little bio of where you started as a young man, how you found your way to Reno, and especially to becoming the marketing director for Artown.
I had the privilege of being born and raised in a musical family in LA, Los Angeles, California. And we grew up in the Crenshaw district, and at that time, you know, we didn't know we were poor. Working class family, and the center of culture there was a place called Lamert Park.
Okay.
And later that it started off as a jazz mecca, where my own relatives would play, and as well as you know, everybody, Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, everyone played there.
Wow.
And it was really the center of jazz and culture in South Central LA.
Super.
Yeah, so music was always a part of my life. My mom was an opera singer. My father was a big music fan, and my uncle was Leonard Lott, who was a pretty famous jazz musician down and a top jazz drummer in LA. So music was early in my blood. I was a drummer as well, and as a singer, songwriter, and piano player. Wow. And I didn't become a professional because I was really interested in the behind the scenes component and the business side.
Okay.
So I started to promote acts in college, and that led me to careers in music promotion in Los Angeles.
Oh, wonderful.
For labels. And I finished my education at UC Berkeley, and later had a career in construction management and civil engineering, which really led me around the world.
Talented guy.
Yeah.
I was lucky. My parents were very pro-education, and I've had a good life. I've been very blessed.
Tremendous. So how did you get to Reno?
I got to Reno because I was doing a large construction project called the Montage. They were transferring and converting that structurally from the Phoenix to the Montage.
Right.
L3 and Fernando Leal's project ended up winning awards for design, and that project led me to Hawaii. I did a rail system job there, and then came back to Reno because Reno was like Tijuana. It was so affordable. I thought, okay, I could do this. The dollar goes a long way.
Yeah,
and it did. And I fell in love with the climate. I had never really seen snow growing up in LA, so I thought, wow, this is great. And I stayed. And
made it your home. Yeah, that happens so many times. People come to the Truckee Meadows for the first time, spend a little time, and they wind up coming back and living here. You know?
Yeah.
That's what happened to my wife and I. We came down here in '86 for a job opportunity in radio, and we just said, "Hey, this is going to be our home. It's beautiful for the same reasons you mentioned." You know,
just want to warn you, Oliver, though, that that it does snow periodically here.
It does, yes,
Not
indeed.
lately, though.
No, but it snows all at once. It's decorative on the hills, and the roads are clear by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah. Well, we've been up. If you want to go someplace pretty for snow, you go to Virginia City in the wintertime.
Yes.
People don't think about going up there, but you go up there and those pinyon pines are full of snow and the old-fashioned buildings up there. Oh, boy, it takes you back in time. It really does.
And they have a wonderful Christmas parade. And
Yes, they do.
beautiful.
Yeah, in fact, Jim Webster and myself are co-managers of the Silverland Inn and Suites up there.
Right, I've been there.
Yeah, you have been.
Stayed there many times.
You have too. You're
Yes,
a favorite.
beautiful.
And we have, we're doing some great things. We're making the rates more reasonable. We have a bar now. We're working on the food situation. But wonderful place to come up and stay, especially in the wintertime if you have the time to get up there,
Indeed.
But
We
anyway,
have a hot shot DJ for weddings this Saturday.
that's right. You are going to be
That's
there.
me.
Okay, so we want to focus today on Artown because both of you are involved in Artown. You're doing some appearances there.
Yeah.
And
I was
Oliver, you've
also
probably been involved with it for a year or so at least, right?
I was, before I came on as marketing director, I was Artown chairman,
Wow.
chairman of the board for 2 years.
Oh.
And before that, I was a board member. So I knew the culture. And when our former marketing director left for another opportunity out of state, I with 2 weeks notice, I went in and took the position. And it's been great. I just started February 15th. I love it.
It's off and running. Yeah.
is.
So a question I always ask people is how much time do we have, guys? Do we have enough time to get started? All right. So we want to know, because that's what we focus on, is the history of Artown. What was the genesis? Who came up with that idea? Like our Jim Webster, he was a founder of Hot August Nights many years ago.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it started from a small thing and it became this huge thing. And Artown has done the same thing. But what was the genesis of Artown?
That's a great question. Artown has been an inspiring community through the arts since 1996. It was created in 1996 by the city of Reno. Because back in the day, folks who might not be natives of Reno, or even natives will remember that downtown was kind of a scary place. Hard scrabble, it wasn't super family friendly, and for whatever reason, nobody really went downtown.
Yeah.
And so Artown was created by the city, of Reno to sort of ignite and bring back people to downtown. At that time, back in 1996, you couldn't even, there was no water park.
Oh.
You couldn't, it was illegal
That's right.
to go into the river, even at that point. So that first year, they rolled the dice, literally, and said, we're going to do a festival of the arts and bring people back down to Reno to discover downtown.
Yeah.
And that first year, they were surprised to have 30,000 attendees.
Really? 30?
And it was not a full month.
Yeah.
It was just a few weeks. But that inspired them to make it more of an institution, and now it's an iconic event, as designated by the Reno Sparks Visitors and
So
Convention
apropos,
Authority.
really, when you think about the history of Reno.
Yeah.
I mean, the casinos downtown were where big-time entertainment originated in Nevada.
Absolutely.
Everything from music to singers to all kinds of entertainment. And so why not have a festival like that? So whoever brought that to the table was definitely on the right track.
Right.
And
Once you see Wingfield's
Karen Craig.
Wingfield Park
Karen
down
Craig.
there.
Karen Craig was the first executive director, and I believe she spent the first few years with Artown. And then Beth McMillan, who's now the executive director, was on staff.
Right.
And now Beth has been leading Artown for 18 years.
18?
18
Yeah. 18 years, yeah.
I was on the Arts and Culture Commission
Yeah.
for 2 terms, about 8 years. And during that time, the city of Reno would give us a certain amount of money every year.
To put this thing on.
A portion of that monies we gave to the Art Town project.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Well, let's
So
stop
through the
there
years, it built,
and
built.
take a break.
Yep.
And we'll come back with more about our town and from those small beginnings to what it is now on Old Tales of Nevada, past and present.
Everything is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds. All jewelry is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds.
Come to Precision Diamonds. I'll fix your jewelry just like new. All of us at Shoeman's Custom Cycle are ready to get you and your Harley ready for the road. From oil and tire changes to high-performance engine upgrades and dyno tuning, we at Shoeman's have got you covered with experienced factory-certified mechanics and a full-service machine shop loaded with parts and accessories. Shoeman's Custom Cycle has been serving Northern Nevada since 1988. So ride on down to Shoeman's Custom Cycle at 275 East 4th Street in downtown Reno.
Shoeman's Custom Cycle, we're the biker's bike shop.
Hi, I'm Paula.
And I'm Dan. We're the producers of the Tanner's Marketplace Antiques and Craft Shows at the Livestock Event Center on Wells Avenue.
I'd also like to tell you about our everyday location. We're at Somewhere in Time on South Virginia Street. We're Antique Antiques, booth number 46.
You'll find paintings by Nevada artists, collectible glass, vintage jewelry, Native American jewelry and baskets, antiques and unusual to unique items.
Find it all at Antique Antiques inside Somewhere in Time at 1313 South Virginia Street.
Come see us!
Carpenter's Music World wants to help you unlock your musical potential with their annual used piano sales event. Carpenter's has a warehouse and showroom full of consigned, trade-in, freight damaged, and demo pianos with brand names like Yamaha, Steinway, Kawai, Sommer, and more. Prices starting as low as $5.99 for verticals and $1,500 for grands. Carpenter's Music World annual used piano sale, the inexpensive way to unlock your musical potential. Carpenter's Music World, 1090 Kitski Lane in Reno.
Well, finally, a new place to stay and play in the 67-room modern Victorian-style Silverland Inn and Suites in Virginia City. The Silverland gives you a chance to experience the rich history and beauty of Virginia City by day and night by offering a stay Sunday through Thursday in a standard room for just $79. Silverland Inn and Suites has it all. Heated pool, hot tub, great views. Book now by calling 847-4484. It's history at its best at the Silverland Inn and Suites in Virginia City.
We're back here on Old Tales of Nevada, past and present, and we're talking with our good folks from Artown. Jackie Ford, good friend of the show. Oliver X, the marketing director this year for Artown, and hopefully for many more years.
Indeed.
Because it keeps getting bigger and better every year. You know, I was thinking about when we left the last segment, you said the city put it on. How many participants were there back in the day? It couldn't have been too many, I guess.
Yeah, right? It was something new and exotic, especially for downtown. Again, like I was saying, the water park, it did not exist.
Yeah.
So it was part of the reclamation of the downtown main asset. Right. You know, a river runs through the city, and it makes no sense to have people not enjoying it.
Yeah.
And a lot like Aquatic Park in San Francisco and Lake Merritt have made those the centerpieces of their communities. I think the river is now the centerpiece for downtown, and definitely the centerpiece for Artown, as we do most of our programming for free in Wingfield Park.
That's the best part about it.
It is right on the
beautiful Wingfield Park.
Yeah.
Beautiful Wingfield Park.
Once somebody sees it down there, they go, "Wow, what a hidden gem!"
Yeah, sure
the entire Riverwalk is beautiful, though.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of San Antonio. Not exactly the same framework because you have to walk down to the river in San Antonio, but this is very easy access.
Yes, San Antonio's river is dull and muddy, and ours is raging and clean.
Yes.
Ours is fast and furious, and be sure and wear a life preserver, folks, when you're swimming. Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately there's already been 2 deaths this year, so please enjoy the water safely when you're inner tubing. The water level is much lower now.
But 2 deaths already at the river.
They have. The peak snow melt really took those lives, and it's mostly the hypothermia.
Yeah, for sure.
We had all the snow this year.
A lot of snow melt. Yeah,
it's snow melting up there.
Yeah, be careful. Be careful.
So we started with a small beginnings, and gradually it grew. Now, as you look for entertainment to come and perform at Artown, do you have to reach out to people, or do they come to you and say, "I'd love to be a participant in Artown"? How do you find these people that come in here, because it's become a nationally known event, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, good question. And there's 2 parts to that question. Most people don't know this, but Artown only programs 10% of the entire season. So 500 events, 31 days, 1 big month. 75% of all Artown is free, but presenters present 450 events in 31 days. We present 50.
Wow.
So it's a mixture of local artist presenters, and performers like Jackie and like Patricia, who we'll speak to soon, who have ideas, and then those ideas are pitched to Artown.
Okay.
And then they come and participate, and I help administer the portal, which is the point of entry for presenters to present their ideas.
Okay, so you have a board that sits there and interviews and maybe auditions some of these wannabes?
Submit their work.
Yes.
Now, do they have to pay for the opportunity?
No, Artown is free, but if you rent public park or county facilities, there are insurance fees and basic sound and security fees that you will incur.
Okay, now your main area is Winfield Park.
Winfield Park,
where the stage is and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the actual festival extends citywide, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It 150 venues, and that's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
And when you talk about a venue, we're not talking about necessarily fixed seats, lights, and stage. It could be parks. It could be church spaces. A lot of our churches downtown are programming during Artown.
Okay. Outdoor cafe.
Yeah, outdoor cafes.
The new Nugget
Event Center. 8,500 people.
Oh,
yeah.
It's brand new. It's open.
Done?
Trace Atkins just played.
It's rolling.
That's amazing.
We have Ruthie Foster there, July 11th. Ruthie Foster is coming.
Yeah.
Free concert.
Amazing.
Yeah, we expect about 5,000 people.
Is it a certain kind of entertaining, or are you trying to be just as diversified as you can be? In other words, do you have country? Do you have rock? Do you have opera? Do you have Jackie?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have everything from gospel to Americana. We had the Okie Dokie Brothers, who are a children's Grammy Award-winning country and western act that has flavors of Americana and folk.
So where do they originate from?
They're originating actually from Minnesota. They just played last night for our family series. But these guys, they're kind of like guys that got into plaid and grew their beards out, and they're expressing their love of country western to a specific genre. And I got to tell you, there's so many parents there who knew every word, because a lot of these cartoons and different shows have their music.
I see.
So these morning television shows.
So they're a morning television show of sorts? Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
So they just found out about you guys, the Artown Festival, and came to you and said, we want to perform.
Well, Beth is a master presenter. And so she's a part of different national associations for presenters and festivals.
Okay.
And so within the festival community, there are acts that tour.
Yeah.
And that's a whole thing. If you're not a recording artist, or if you're not necessarily a recording star, you can still make a great living on the festival circuit. And we source those people who are emerging and well-known. We've had...
So how do they make their money? I mean, do you guys pay these folks?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yes.
you do?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
got you.
Nobody plays Artown for free.
I see. So you negotiate a contract with them, and they okay.
For sure.
The National Endowment for the Arts.
We get
does
funding.
A large percentage of
yes,
funding?
we get funding from the City of Reno, the NEA, the NAC, and different organizations.
What is your budget? Just out of
it's a little over $1 million.
A little over $1 million.
Yeah. Of which 10%, a little bit over 10% comes from the City of Reno.
Okay. Yeah. So what are some of the big? Now you have some paid events, right?
Yes, about 25% of the events are paid.
Oh, I see. So and name a few of the paid events that are going to be available from now till the end of the month.
Absolutely. Our headliner series we're delighted to talk about. Like tonight, on July 9th, at the time of this taping, Pink Martini is playing at the Robert Z. Hawkins Amphitheater. Okay. And that is a sold-out show completely at $75 a ticket.
Wow.
For seated, and $50 for grass.
Wow.
They're worth it.
They're very worth it. It's a party. It's definitely a party in the park. When the Pink Martini comes, you better be ready to dance and even sing.
What kind of music does he play?
They play international, an international song list of pop standards from cultures from around the world. Okay. So it's Israeli music, Turkish music, Indian music, music from old Europe. It's really a type of presentation that is touches on history and world culture, and yet it's such a party on stage.
Yeah.
They're virtuoso musicians who play multiple instruments.
Yeah. Now, is all of the performances music oriented, or
No.
or are some of the art world, for example, or
Yes.
the museum?
Performance art,
Everything. Theater, visual arts, literary arts, dance, music, a lot of theater. I'm highly recommending a play during our town called Fun Home.
Where's that going to be?
And that's going to be at Good Luck Macbeth. It's currently running from July 5th through. It is stunning. If it was on Broadway, it'd be a Tony winner. If it was off Broadway, it'd be an Obie winner.
Well, really? Is it
recommend
like a comedy or what?
No, it's not. There's a very serious play about the emerging, a coming out. Fun Home is short for funeral home, and it's directed by Jesse Briggs, and it is stunning. It has 3 main leads: a young 9-year-old, and then a teen, and then an adult. Very good. I don't want to spoil it, but it's a single.
And these are professional actors.
They are, and they're doing it at the Good Luck Macbeth Theater through the end of our town, 124 West Taylor Street.
Wow. Now, do you have to show up for every single one of those performances?
Oh my gosh, I need a clone to do that. But I get around though. I do.
How many employees are involved with our town? Or is it mostly volunteers?
This is a stunning fact. Our town is completely run by 4 staff, myself included, plus 2 others, and Beth. And then we have a series of interns and volunteers who help round it out.
You get a pretty good response as to interns and things like that?
We do, but we want the best of the best. So we only have a handful, and they carry a big load. So we get out there and we work. It's I tell people my work of art is the art of work, and I enjoy working. It's part of my family tradition, and working in the arts is not even work. It really is.
You and I have that in common. I'm 73 years old.
Oh, you look fabulous! Not a wrinkle on your face. Look at you. Amazing. This guy's got some work done. Got some work done?
I collaborate a lot.
Right on.
Just as a side point, I think it's good for men to work and do things they enjoy.
When you got a passion like you.
I'll never retire. My great uncle worked till he was 94.
And because I've seen friends of mine who have retired, and they're falling apart.
They're dying.
Just dying. You know what I mean?
Literally.
And so I feel you should make the best of every day.
I totally agree. This is a gift, and I'm so blessed to be able to work in the arts with a great team. We do a lot of work.
Probably beats looking at the blueprints all day, huh?
Oh my gosh, it really does.
It does.
I dreamt of this time when I was working in concrete and steel.
Well, speaking of your last name, X, I was asking on the break, and everybody, he used to be a wrestler.
Right. Not with a mask, though.
No mask?
No, I had no mask.
No. X was your only title.
No, but your real name is, what's your real name?
I am the son of Oliver Lawrence Nicholson Sr. I was named after him and born on his 40th birthday. 6 pounds at birth, and then when he eventually changed his name, I did so to honor him, to take his name to my grave.
Very nice of him. Yeah, very good, very good. So anyway, we're like 4 or 5 days into the event right now. We just passed the 4th of July, and I was wondering how's been the response so far as you just get started?
Yeah, our town inspires about 300,000 people a year to come to our multiple
How does that
venues.
compare to, say, Hot August Nights or something like that in attendance?
I think it's very comparable. I think that they do a great job. And, all of our iconic legacy events, including Hot August Nights and the balloon races and the air races, do a fabulous job representing the city, not only during their months of presentation, but all year round.
Do you have a figure on what kind of impact that makes on the city of Reno? Because, people stay in hotels, they come from all over the place, don't they?
The last figures I saw when I came onto the board of directors was that the economic impact to the city within the city limits was $12 million.
How about that?
Wow.
And
Is there parking? Is there place to park?
A lot of our venues are free, so there's on-street parking. But we have more parking downtown than you might think.
With
the city lots,
and things like that. Okay, we got to wrap it up on this segment here. So come back, stay with us. We'll be continuing our discussion, and we're going to bring you some talent from our town after this message for Old Tales of Nevada, past and present.
For over 30 years, the Book Gallery has been serving its customers with a wide selection of books, comics, and DVDs. They specialize in Western Americana, sci-fi, romance, and general fiction. Be sure to ask about their trade policy. 30 years and going strong, The Book Gallery, 1203 North Rock Boulevard in Sparks.
A proud sponsor of Old Tales of Nevada, past and present.
Boutique Elegante presents a beautiful collection of summer fashions for every occasion. A day at the lake, a tropical holiday, patio parties, or special dinners. You'll find the perfect ensemble, add jewelry and accessories, and you're set to go, all at Boutique Elegante. Boutique Elegante presents a beautiful collection of summer fashions for every occasion. A day at the lake, a tropical holiday, patio parties, or special dinners. You'll find the perfect ensemble, add jewelry and accessories, and you're set to go, all at Boutique Elegante.
All of us at Shoeman's Custom Cycle are ready to get you and your Harley ready for the road. From oil and tire changes to high-performance engine upgrades and dyno tuning, we at Shoeman's have got you covered with experienced factory-certified mechanics and a full-service machine shop loaded with parts and accessories. Shoeman's Custom Cycle has been serving Northern Nevada since 1988. So ride on down to Shoeman's Custom Cycle at 275 East 4th Street in downtown Reno.
Shoeman's Custom Cycle with a biker's bike shop.
Hello, California. Somewhere in Time in Reno is a huge store filled with trains and models, collectibles, art, antiques, and more, with pricing lower than anything you'll see in California. Come see it to believe it at Somewhere in Time in Reno.
Deluxe Travel, locally owned and operating since 1991, is the home for travel to Mexico and Central and South America. The crew at Deluxe Travel is bilingual, trustworthy, thorough, and caring. They will do everything possible to make your dream vacation the best it can be. Now is the time to book for winter travel, so stop by the office at 100 California Avenue or call 686-7000. You can also check us out on our website at deluxetravelLTD.com.
At Deluxe Travel, we sell dreams. Come in and plan yours.
We're back here for our third segment of Old Tales of Nevada, past and present. Have a great conversation with Artown folks, and that includes our good friend Jackie Ford, who's been involved with the festival almost probably from the beginning, right, Jackie?
Pretty much.
Yeah, right. And we have Larry Elliott with us. He's our good sidekick with the show. It's like old home week around here.
Entertainment director at the Silverland Inn and Suites.
Yes,
that's right.
In Virginia City.
I'm John O'Brien, the host of the show. Missing today is Roy Marshall, who is our executive producer and does a great job bringing the show to Nevadans over the past 9 years. We have to give him a great deal of praise for that.
That's
because
right.
That's a beautiful thing that he's doing. We have a new person on our set right now, and this is Pat Wynn from the Wynn family right here from Reno, Nevada, and also a performer at Artown. And Pat, we want to welcome you to our show.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you are a native of
Nevada.
Nevada. How about that? I'm just going to ask you to keep that up there. So,
Okay.
being a singer, you know.
Yeah.
Get us pretending to sing it.
Yeah, but you grew up here, right in Reno. You saw Reno back in the old days,
I
right?
did.
And now look at Reno today, huh?
It's wonderful.
Yeah, where did you go to school?
I went to school. I graduated from Worcester High School.
Worcester High.
Yes,
Okay, very
I
good.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then you went on to bigger and better things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I became a hairdresser.
Oh, a hairdresser.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes, and singing has been one of the major things in my life.
Yeah, you told me that you were like the Von Tripp family, right? I mean, how many siblings do you have?
Well, my dad and mom, they had 9 children.
9 children.
One
right?
boy, he's number 7.
Wow, I feel so
And
sorry
then
for him.
Wow.
And then all those
They were going for a
girls.
baseball team, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So you all grew up singing.
we all did.
Did mom and dad sing?
Well, my mom and dad sang, but my dad was a minister in the city.
Oh, okay.
And being the first African-American black man in the city of Reno working with Paul Laxalt
Wonderful.
in the cabinet. So he was a very prominent man in the city.
Yeah.
And I can remember when they had different movies to come and they'd get our opinion. They come in our house and, get all the information. How do you feel about this?
Yeah.
So
How
it
about
was
that? Yeah.
it was a lot of
And your
fun.
folks started in Black Springs as well, right?
Well,
or your
my
grandparents?
father started his church church
Oh.
in Black Springs, and
Right.
then later moved. And the last place he was at Sutro on
Okay.
Sutro Street.
Okay.
Sutro and Hilbert, where they are erecting the senior citizens apartments in his name.
Wow.
It'll be named after him,
What
the
an
Willie
honor.
J. Wynn Apartments.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, there are some real prominent African American families here. We have a real love for the Helen Townsell, the
Right.
Townsell family, who told us the whole story about Black Springs and about the African American community and how they were really in dire straits out there, but the one thing I always appreciate, and I told this before the show started, is that like the Townsells in your family, they just moved on.
Right.
They have made them stronger and better, and they're all contributing to the community today. So we love having that family on the show, and we're going to love having you on the show as well. So you started singing all together as a family, and what did you specialize in? I was going to guess.
Gospel music.
Gospel music.
Yes.
Yeah. And you became rather prominent.
Yes.
And well known
Yes.
in that sense.
We've been singing since, we started our first recording in '85.
Okay.
It was called Every Day is a New Day.
Oh.
And from that recording, we just kept singing. They'd have us to sing at different places. We sang at the Reno Rodeo once. We did the
National anthem?
Yes,
How about
we
that?
did.
What an
All of us
honor,
together.
yeah.
And we,
So are you well known outside of Nevada?
yes, we are.
You are.
After my father had passed away, my mom moved away to California. She got remarried. And my sisters and my brother, they all grew up in the Bay Area, and they started doing more singing. My brother is a bishop, and he preaches. And my sisters, I have sisters that are preachers.
How about that? That runs in the family. How about you?
Yeah, well...
you just testify, right?
Well, my husband was Lee Tao.
Okay.
He had been in the military for 40 years. He passed away just this March.
Oh, I'm sorry.
March the 9th. Yeah. And also working with Reno High School as a ROTC instructor.
Oh, okay.
So from there, him being gone, I am now just taking care of the church right now. So I am...
That's a big responsibility.
Yeah. So it's from pastor's daughter with my dad, now my husband being deceased, and I am taking that responsibility on right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
big job.
Wish you well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And plus, you're performing.
Yes.
Okay. So getting us back to Artown.
Yes.
What's your dates of the performance? Where's it gonna be at?
The 21st.
Okay.
Of this month.
July.
Yes, the 21st, and it'll be in Wingfield.
Oh, nice venue.
Oh yeah.
Now, what kind of crowd? Have you done this before?
Yes, I started this. I think 2007.
Oh, okay.
I heard about Artown, and I thought to myself, wow. There is no gospel music there represented.
Yeah.
Why can't I called the girl. I was in Hollywood, Florida, at a Bobby Jones showcase. And I told one of the girls that was here, I called her and I said, hey, I want you to make me an appointment to go to Artown. When I get back, when I fly in, I'm going to see if I can get a spot.
Wow.
So that's how it started. I said, I want Reno to have gospel music at Artown. Why not?
I mean, everybody sings gospel music. All the country singers do it nowadays. Elvis. I had the Elvis Presley channel on. My wife loves Elvis Presley. So anyway, he was singing some gospel songs along the way there, and he could really do that well.
Yes,
I was amazed. What's your favorite gospel song that the group sings together?
Oh, that the group sings. We sing a lot of contemporary music.
Oh, you're contemporary.
We sing a lot of contemporary music.
Contemporary gospel.
Yes, yes. But one of the songs that I like, gospel is Holy, Holy, Holy.
Okay.
Lord God Almighty, early in the morning. That's one of my favorite songs.
So you two could harmonize pretty well there.
Yeah.
Well, I sing gospel.
You're singing well too.
Yeah, and they used to always have me singing "Because He Lives," "I Can Face Tomorrow," "How Great Thou Art."
Oh.
You know, different things, the traditional songs.
That's what Elvis Presley was singing the other day. How great thou art.
How great thou art.
So that's fabulous. And you're gonna how long is your show? I mean, is it an hour show?
We start at 6 p.m. and we go until 9.
Oh wow!
So
that's a long
I
show.
have different singers that are singing. So I have the contemporary praise and worship. I have praise dancers. I have rap for people that want rap. Oh yes, boy, it's rolling. It's rolling. Rolling. Intermission is.
Going to be at the pub. Yeah, baby.
That's right.
You're
That's
like us when we do the show. We never stop.
Yeah.
We do have to stop for commercials, but as far as recording the show, we just keep it moving. I think it's good. You get the momentum going. You don't want to stop. You know?
Yes.
So that's great. And you're gonna be there just one time, or do you perform a couple of times within the month, or you just get one shot at it?
We're just doing just the one day.
Okay.
And I've had different feedback from people saying, "Can you do it more than once?"
Yeah.
So I should say yes.
Yeah.
I will take a collection. And we'll be on.
We'll take them down the river and baptize.
Because you have people you have to pay if
I
they
do.
did another
I
performance,
have musicians. My musicians happen to be my nephews.
Oh.
I mean, my family is so phenomenal.
musical.
I mean, yes, my sister Juanita, like I said, she's singing and
baby
writing.
sister.
Yeah, she's composing. I've written songs, composing, and that's where it started, was me. I'm the oldest sister out of all of them.
You know what amazes me about singers, whether it's gospel or rock and roll or Frank Sinatra, the stuff you sing, is that your memory has to be, you must have a brain that can remember verses, remember words.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember a song, not even part of a song. I just can't. Well, I have no talent that way either. So my brain says, don't even go there.
Or, as we mature, we don't remember so well. We do have some cheat sheets.
You have some cheat sheets, yeah.
I play the piano and we do praise and worship, and so I have what was the name of that song again? I'm playing and
Do
I'm
you ever lose your way?
Oh, yeah.
When you're singing, that's for you too, Jackie.
Oh, yeah.
You're up there and you're going along, and then all of a sudden you lose it, and then what do? You can't stop.
Improvise.
You improvise. You make a brand new word.
Yeah.
Make those sounds.
That's amazing. But I'm always appreciative of creative people because their brain is just structured in such a great way. Well, you're special because you have not only the musical talent, but evidently you're a good business person too.
I try to be.
If you're running the church and you're running the group and you're signing contracts, you must have a pretty good mind for music and business.
Yes.
That's kind of an unusual thing, right?
Yes, you do.
Because Jackie, do you have an agent?
I have to do that too. No,
You have to-
now I'm an independent contractor.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to have an agent, but he got ill and moved to Arizona.
Oh. Okay.
So right now I'm independent. And
I used to have an agent got ill, not because
learning a lot more
of
about
moving,
how
just
to
got ill.
That's what happens, John. Is the older the entertainer, most of his agents die.
Because I have no talent, which makes their job absolutely terrible. So they just die. Okay, well, listen, we got to take another break. Look forward to your performances at Artown. I'm sure it's going to be one heck of a show.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Great. It's going to be moving.
I'm going to be there.
Rocking.
Yeah, rocking. All right. Look forward to it. We'll be back with our last segment, Old Tales in Nevada, right after this.
Thank you.
Do something to me, something that seems to cause me. Tell me, what should it be?
For over 30 years, the Book Gallery has been serving its customers with a wide selection of books, comics, and DVDs. They specialize in Western Americana, sci-fi, romance, and general fiction. Be sure to ask about their trade policy. 30 years and going strong, the Book Gallery, 1203 North Rock Boulevard in Sparks.
A proud sponsor of Old Tales of Nevada, past and present.
Everything is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds. All jewelry is handpicked here at Precision Diamonds.
Come to Precision Diamonds. I'll fix your jewelry just like new.
You hear it all the time. Buy local, eat local, choose local, grow local, think local. But who the heck really is local? You can shop with locals here in the Nevada Marketplace in the Reno Town Mall, home of the Buy Nevada First gift shop. We have all things made in Nevada and more. You can spot locally owned businesses where you see this window poster. We're giving them away for free. You can search for locals with our local business directory and free phone app at buynevadafirst.com, because the business is either Nevada-based, locally owned, or it's not.
Hello, California. Somewhere in Time in Reno is a huge store filled with trains and models, collectibles, art, antiques, and more, with pricing lower than anything you'll see in California. Come see it to believe it at Somewhere in Time in Reno. Carpenter's Music World wants to help you unlock your musical potential with their annual used piano sales event. Carpenter's has a warehouse and showroom full of consigned, trade-in, freight damaged, and demo pianos with brand names like Yamaha, Steinway, Kawai, Sommer, and more. Prices starting as low as $599 for verticals and $1,500 for grands. Carpenter's Music World annual used piano sale, the inexpensive way to unlock your musical potential. Carpenter's Music World, 1090 Kitski Lane in Reno.
Come to Precision Diamonds. I'll fix your jewelry just like new.
Somewhere in Time is the place to find what will be treasured for all time. It's a huge store filled with unusual coins, collectibles, art, antiques, and more. You might say they have everything under the sun, almost. See it to believe it at Somewhere in Time in Reno.
Boutique Elegante presents a beautiful collection of summer fashions for every occasion. A day at the lake, a tropical holiday, patio parties, or special dinners. You'll find the perfect ensemble, add jewelry and accessories, and you're set to go, all at Boutique Elegante. Boutique Elegante presents a beautiful collection of summer fashions for every occasion. A day at the lake, a tropical holiday, patio parties, or special dinners. You'll find the perfect ensemble, add jewelry and accessories, and you're set to go, all at Boutique Elegante.
Well, finally, a new place to stay and play in the 67-room modern Victorian-style Silverland Inn and Suites in Virginia City. The Silverland gives you a chance to experience the rich history and beauty of Virginia City by day and night by offering a stay Sunday through Thursday in a standard room for just $79. Silverland Inn and Suites has it all. Heated pool, hot tub, great views. Book now by calling 847-4484. It's history at its best at the Silverland Inn and Suites in Virginia City.
Love you every morning, hold you every night. Do all I can, my friend, to make you feel alright. But there ain't nothing that I can do. Ain't nothing I can say. been your past. Do all I can, my friend, to get it sing at last. But there ain't nothing that I can do. There ain't nothing that I can say. Ain't nothing I can do, baby, gonna make you feel.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord, that's the blues.
All right, Colin Ross is our guest on our segment for Old Tales in Nevada, performing at Artown. And Colin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You do a great job with that guitar. Now, tell me a little bit. We're going to talk to you about you, but I want to know about that guitar there. How old is that thing? It looks like an antique for sure.
Well, it only looks like an antique because I personally have beat the daylights out of it.
Okay.
It's about 30 years old.
Oh,
which by my standards is a fairly young instrument.
It's a 30-year-old instrument, though?
30-year-old instrument.
Yeah, hold it up a little bit higher. There you go.
I bought it new and beat the daylights.
Okay. It looks like it's from the 20s or something.
Well, the design is from 1929.
Oh, okay.
And the silver part is a mechanical resonator that was designed to make the guitar louder before electric guitars were popular.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like an Elvis era.
The dough bar?
Dobro.
Dobro.
That's the brand, Dobro.
Right.
Dopiero Brothers.
Oh, okay, okay. And so did they make a lot of those, or is that kind of a rare instrument?
No, they made a ton of them.
They did, huh?
And they still make them.
But they sure sound good.
But the older ones are more sought after than the newer ones. I have a really nice old 1936 one that I'll be bringing to my Artown concert.
Okay. So your Artown concert is going to be when?
Sunday, July 14th.
July 14th. Come, hopefully, yeah, before our show. I mean, hopefully our show airs before you go there, but make plans to go. And at what time of day?
It'll be at 7:30 in the evening.
Oh, that's a beautiful time. Yeah. So you can bring wine and cheese and sit out on the grass and chairs if you want, right? Yeah. How long have you been performing at Artown?
I think since the very beginning.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great.
Colin also does Sierra Arts Foundation elder care concerts.
Okay.
And
so how long have you been in Reno?
I moved here in 92.
92. Okay.
Yeah.
From where?
From Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Have you always been in the entertainment business?
Yep.
You have?
Much.
Yeah. Where have you played besides Artown?
Here in the Reno Tahoe area?
Yeah.
Everywhere there is.
Casinos?
Casinos, Wild River Grill, the Museum of Art.
Oh, okay.
I do a pretty busy schedule.
You know, what's your favorite kind of music? Is it country or more Americana or what?
Well, it's deceiving that I'm playing the guitar because my main instrument is actually the piano.
Oh.
And I like to play grand piano and
Bring that a little closer to you there. There you go.
Mostly I favor music from about the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and then I have a large repertoire of original music.
That's amazing.
I know thousands of songs.
Yeah. Have you two ever played together?
I think we have through the years.
Yeah?
Colin also plays keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard,
Beautifully.
right. Yeah, what's your favorite piano to play?
Big old Steinway Grand.
The Steinway Grand. Well, the only reason I asked that is I'm finding out about pianos because we picked up Carpenter's Music World as a client here recently.
You want to buy a piano?
You want to buy a piano? We got
John will put you in one.
We got a whole showroom starting at $5.99, by the way. So we can take care of any need. But that's a fabulous talent you have. So you grew up playing music, evidently, huh?
I did. I started when I was 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I played the saxophone for about 5 minutes.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, I
Very
think was my concerto. So I learned I was not meant for music. I'm a listener of music, but not a player of music. Yes. So I let the professionals handle that for me. And the world's a better place for it. So you'll be there. How long is your show?
My show will be a little over 2 hours.
2 hours?
Two sets with an intermission.
Yeah, wow. So you're going to be interchanging instruments, and now do you have others with you in the back?
Yeah, I'll have a band.
Oh, cool. What's the name of the band?
Just Colin Ross.
Colin Ross
And,
Band.
We'll have a rhythm section, and I'll be playing guitars and slide guitar and 12-string and recorder and synthesizers, and they have a 9-foot Steinway for me there.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. It's going to be a nice show.
Wow, that's amazing, yeah. Well, that's the thing about Artown. I mean, every day you go down there, it's something different. So you can kind of pick and choose, what your favorite events are.
And in the booklet.
Our fabulous Jackie Ford has a booklet, and it's pretty thick.
Is it on the website?
It's free to the public, and it's available at all libraries.
All libraries and at the offices.
Smoke shops and the office on 1st and... What's the side street?
Sierra or something like that?
You can't tell the players without a program.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's what's neat about it, because you can plan your month.
Yes, the whole month of July.
Yeah. You hear that about Reno sometimes. Oh, there isn't enough to do in Reno.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't even
the
go
summer
to all
months,
the
you don't have time
so
to do
much.
everything. That's the deal.
Right.
So, Colin Ross, great stuff. So, now, when you... how long does it take you to learn a song? You're probably pretty get that. I want to encourage you to keep that microphone up there a little.
Well, it depends on the song. If it's a standard from the 20s or 30s, I can usually learn that in 25 minutes or something like that. And then I kind of have to fool around and put my arrangement on it and play it a few times live and let it evolve into how I'm going to play it. I never really play anything exactly the same way.
Yeah, you make it your own. Right, yeah. Who's your favorite artist?
Oh, I don't really have one.
You don't have one?
I have about 3,000 records at home, and I listen to a whole bunch of different.
Yeah, you still got the vinyl, huh?
I love the vinyl.
You love the vinyl. Everybody says that. It's a richer sound.
They're coming back to it.
Yeah.
It has a warmer sound.
Popular now.
Yeah. Well, that's fabulous. So it takes you a while. Now, I imagine the more modern the music is, the more complicated the orchestration is, right? Because I listen to stuff, 50s to 60s music, and you could hear the voice, right? Mm-hmm. The voice was your feature, okay? Yes. But it seems in modern day bands and artists, whether it's country, rock, whatever, you don't get the voice as much as you get the music. Instrumentation and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So my staff is trying to tell me something here.
Yeah, 30 seconds and then I'll...
Oh, we're 30 seconds and now? Oh, because we had the opening. Well, hey, listen, go to Artown. Artown. It's all about Artown.
Wingfield Springs Park.
See all these folks there, and you might even see us there doing something. Probably not singing, as I said before.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. John's going to do 15 seconds of it.
So we want you guys to really be there and enjoy it. And for the whole staff today, we'd like to say thanks for being with us this week and invite you back next week. Have a great Nevada day in the meantime, and we'll see you back on Old Tales of Nevada, past and present, next week.
Under blue Nevada sky, with a hot sun in his eye, Roy walked the elk and wild horse trail.